April 7th, 2021. 21 Pilots make their musical return with Shy Away, their first single off of their latest album, Scale and Icy. Immediately, it got the clique's attention and everyone became obsessed with the song, including myself. It was very interesting to listen to because they did some things in that song that they've never really done before, such as some of the instrumentation they've used, as well as an electric guitar breakdown they used at the very end of the song. The lyrics were also really fun to read, listen to, and pick apart. And we were all fine until Choker came out. And when Choker came out, I loved it. It was very regional at best sounding. It reminded me so much of self-titled Regional at best, especially that rap at the very end, taken straight from Regional and self-titled. And I loved it so much, and I thought that a lot of other people were going to like it. I thought it was going to be as big as Shy Away. Until I went to college the very next day and I figured out how divisive the new 21 Pilots sound is. A couple of my friends really love Shy Away. They love Choker. And then another sector of my friends don't like the way 21 Pilots sound now. They think they sound too poppy. They want to go back to their old sounds. And I am right here. I absolutely love Shy Away, and I love Choker. Choker has made me cry on several occasions. To me, that song is pretty flawless. But you know what they say about songs that are flawless, and I think you know where I'm going to be going with this video. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, I hope you're having a really good day out there today. If you're watching this in the morning, I hope you're going to have a good day. If you're watching this at any part after the morning, I hope your day's going well so far, and or I hope you had a great day. Anyway, let's get right into the video. This is the Lane Boy Theory. As we know, Lane Boy is a song off of the Blurry Face album, one of the albums that brought 21 Pilots into the mainstream and brought them mainstream success. It is actually one of my favorite songs off of the Blurry Face album. It's one of my favorite 21 Pilots songs of all time. I absolutely love Lane Boy. And if you don't know what Lane Boy's about, well, let's let Tyler Joseph explain. In an interview with Alternative Press, Tyler says, "I describe Lane Boy as the moment where I broke character, saying things that weren't necessarily artistic or beautiful, but exactly what I wanted to say and exactly what I was feeling. I broke character and became a frustrated human for a moment. I don't imagine needing for things like that anymore. I remember showing that song to people and they said, I don't think you want to say that. And Josh said to me, let's say it. And with that in mind, it's obvious that the song itself is about the music industry. All you need to do is look at the second half of verse 1, when it says, don't trust a perfect person and don't trust a song that's flawless. Honest, there's a few songs on this record that feel common. I'm in constant confrontation with what I want and what is popping in the industry. It seems to me the singles on the radio are currency. My creativity is only for the I'm playing shows. So yeah, very music industry driven. We can dissect those lyrics, but if we think about the song in the terms of Dema, what is the music industry? Well, let's explain. The music industry, especially if we're talking in terms of pop music, is a very cookie cutter sort of thing. You come in and then they want you to do things a certain way. You want to do something really complex, you want to include some jazz chords in there? I think we should take a step back. Let's do a 4-chord song. Let's talk about a song like lyrics that everyone has done before. It's a very cookie cutter layout, and you find that the music industry will mold these artists in the shape that they want them to mold it into. Almost like they're morphing them into someone that they're not. Almost like mind control. Almost like, you can get where I'm going with this. The music industry, in the sense, are the Bishops. It's Nico and the Niners. It is the city of Dema. And Tyler, Josh, of course, they're in the music industry. They are musicians. They make music that we love. And they are stuck in their own version of Dema, especially Tyler. After all, he's in a confrontation of what he wants and what is poppin'. So what Tyler wants isn't what the industry wants you to hear. So for example, let's take a look at songs like Ode to Sleep, for example. It has so many different sections to it. It has a rap section, it has this cool middle bit, then it has this big, powerful chorus, and then we take a look at songs like Goner. It starts with soft piano, then it builds, goes back to piano, builds, then we get this scream section at the very end, and it is absolutely beautiful. Or Ride, for example. It is very reggae rap infused, and it's fantastic, and that's not something that the music industry would typically want. They would typically want, all right, let's do this bubblegum pop sound, shall we? And they would go from there. And of course, with pop music, we know with these cookie cutter songs that they sell really well. Like, pop music sells millions and millions of records a year, and it makes money, which is what Dema wants you to do. They want you to buy their TVs because they control what's on the screen, and if it's on your screen, then you'll have a higher chance to believe, and all that stuff. So Dema wants to make money by mind controlling, or whatever means, to make Tyler and Josh make cookie cutter pop music to fuel their thing and get maybe one security guard for Dema, maybe one, or maybe more. I don't know. And of course, with these cookie cutter songs of the pop industry, they are very well polished. They are very, as I mentioned before, cookie cutter, best way to describe them. And these cookie cutter versions of songs are flawless in many ways, and the fact that it's your sound can sound slightly the same as this person or that person, or this person but with different lyrics or whatever. Like, there is just so much overlap in a lot of the songs you hear on pop radio today. They claim to be flawless, and of course, to me, what makes a song is the imperfections you find within it, and what makes that song imperfect. Like some of my favorite songs by the band Fish, for example. When I'm not listening to 21 Pilots, I'm listening to this band called Fish. I love listening to their live stuff because you can hear imperfections in the music, and that's what makes it so unique. Songs that are flawless are, frankly, they're boring, which is what I find most pop music on the radio today. They're just kind of boring cookie cutter songs. So cookie cutter song is flawless. How's that tie in with Skeleton Icy though? Well, when Shy Away first got released, it received so much critical acclaim by the casual listeners of 21 Pilots, from the mainstream listeners of 21 Pilots to the diehard clique. It also got a lot of great reviews online. I saw one specific one that praised the song, but dissed 21 Pilots as a whole. Like, it insulted Tyler. It really insulted Josh. Insulted the whole entire past catalog of 21 Pilots music. And it talked about how great Shy Away was. How the fact that there was no sort of Christian motifs in there. How there was guitar in their music. Really, this article really loved the fact that there was guitar in there. And it praised it because the song was different. And it was very more pop sounding. And then when Choker got released, it was one of the biggest releases in Spotify history. I believe it was their third highest debut of all time on the platform. And I found that song, as I mentioned before, pretty flawless. I've cried that song several times. And a lot of us clickies think that it sounds an awful lot like Self-Titled and Regional at best, two albums that we hold near and dear to our hearts, and songs we've been clamoring to get back on streaming platforms. And yes, a lot of people don't like that sound, as I mentioned before with the story I told at the very beginning. They found that everything is sounding way more poppy than what they used to sound like. And when my friends told me that, I realized that I thought about Lame Boy, thought about songs that were flawless, and then I realized, oh no, 21 Pilots, under the control of Dema, are writing cookie cutter songs. Because as we mentioned before, a lot of pop music is cookie cutter. But what makes pop songs unique is that the melodies are simple. They are super easy to sing along to. Choker and Shy Away, they are really simple to sing along to and include aspects of stuff we like. There is nothing complex in either song. Don't get me wrong, Shy Away is very interesting. However, there's nothing really that complex. The rhythm's not complex at all. Instrumentation, yes, there's a lot to dissect there, but nothing's really that complicated. With Choker, it's a 4-chord song. Like, it's literally just these 4 chords the entire time. Just then, when it goes to the chorus, the chord order changes up. I know it's over. I was born to choke. Sorry you had to hear that. But same 4 chords, and a lot of pop song uses 4 chord songs. It is a common trope. Think about the famous 4 chord song video where they literally do Don't Stop Believing, Land Down Under, and so many other songs to these 4 chords. And 21 Pilots just did that with Choker, and I'm curious to see how cookie cutter the rest of the songs off Scale and Icy is going to be, because let's face it, with Scale and Icy being a propaganda album, the melodies are going to be super sing-alongable. It's not going to be really musically complex. It's going to be really easy listening, very friendly sounding. There probably isn't going to be anything too depressing on... I mean, then again, lyrics to Choker, like I said, make me cry. But there's not going to be like any like depressing ballad stuff a la Goner or Neon Gravestones on the album. I don't think there will be. But it's going to be songs that you can play at a party and everyone will have a good time to. It's going to be songs for celebration, host and post a celebration. They're going to be like songs that are going to be propaganda, have a good time, sing along with it, dance sort of things. And my theory for Dema being in the music industry extends over to the actual music video for Lane Boy, specifically the 2 people in the gas mask. So in the music video, Tyler has described that he is doing what the gas mask people tell him to do, which includes kneeling, such as in the very start of the music video, until they get to the concert when they are with everyone. Then the people in the gas mask do what they want them to do, including kneeling down. And halfway through the music video, when the song breaks down before the drum break, Tyler writes on both of the gas mask people, then they cut to the concert, to where what Tyler wrote transforms into fame and success. And of course, fame and success come to you from the music industry, especially when you make it big like they did during the Blurry Face album. And with fame and success comes pressure, especially the pressure of do it again, but do it better this time. And that can really put you into this whole mental state of not feeling good enough, or depression, all this stuff. And after all, that's what Dema represents to Tyler. It is a mental health concept, to where Dema and Tyler leaned on that, and when he started to lean off of that, the bishops try to keep him inside of Dema, try to pull him back into his depression, pull him back into his anxiety. And in many ways, that's what the music industry causes. And in the end, all you need to do is look for the people controlling Tyler. So the bishops, and also the people in the Lane Boy music video. Speaking of that Lane Boy music video, we didn't talk about the flawless person yet, the perfect person. Now, the perfect person can represent many things in the 21 Pilots universe, especially on the surface. So, of course, it could mean Tyler. Of course, it can mean Josh. It can mean both of them. In a Dema sense, it could mean Clancy. It can mean Trash. It can mean Cleons. It can mean so many things. However, Grin the Bandito seems to have a good idea who that perfect person is. So Grin shared with me that if we go back and look at the Lane Boy music video, number 1, Josh is nowhere near Tyler, once again, much like in the Levitate music video at the very endings. And Josh is nowhere to be found. Josh is drumming at the end of Levitate as Tyler gets drug away. And in Lane Boy, Tyler is being controlled by these 2 men in the gas mask, and Josh is off somewhere else drumming. Like, there's a parallel between Lane Boy and Levitates. And in the second verse, when it does the breakdown, before it does the chorus, before it goes into the breakdown, all these songs that I'm hearing feel so heartless. Don't trust a perfect person, and don't trust a song that's flawless. When it says perfect person, it does a smash cut to Josh Dunn. So don't trust a perfect person. Don't trust Josh Dunn. I mean, kind of makes sense if you think about it, because Josh really hasn't been helpful to Tyler in the couple 21 Pilots music videos. Like I said, look at Levitate, the example I always use. Tyler, bye guys, Josh drumming away. And even look at Choker music video. Josh shoots Tyler with a net gun and turns him into a toy. And Josh apparently is not to be trusted at all. and I'm very curious how this will play out within the next single that we get, or even during the live stream concerts. But anyway, guys, that was the Lane Boy theory. Basically, to summarize it all up, as you probably know, with Scale and Icy being propaganda, you shouldn't trust any of the songs off of this album. I don't trust Choker. Even though I think Choker is marvelous and I love it, I don't trust it. I don't trust Shy Away. I'm not going to trust Saturday, For a Minimal, Mulberry Street. I'm going to trust nothing. I'm going to trust none of that. But like I said, that was one of my more far out theories, and let me know what you guys think of it down in the comment section below. I'm more keen to the Nico and the Niners will happen on May 21st Mind Control clone theory, but this was still really fun to think about and still fun to dive deep into. Again, huge shout out to Grin the Bandito for that thing on Josh Dunn. Absolutely perfect and fits so well. And yeah, anyway guys, I'll see you in the next video. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. I actually deleted this whole thing before it started over. So I'm gonna edit this, go to bed, and we'll have a good time. Goodbye and good night. But more importantly, before you go, have a good day. You're loved and supported. See you guys later.